Hello everyone, Team Jet here. Well, Tom from Team Jet here, and welcome to the live stream for this week. Sorry about not live streaming one last week, but this is just the setup for this Stellaris playthrough, which we're going to suffer through, as I call it. By the way, just checking, can you hear me all right? Everyone through there?
I think it's just me at
Yeah,
the moment.
yeah.
Let me check.
Just checking sound. So I go through the character stuff as I look through all the lovely mad things. Now, I will be starting recording shortly once I've gone through these pre-game steps.
You want to turn the music down just a little bit?
Just a little bit. All right.
Yeah, just turn the master volume down by about, say, 20%.
Oh, master volume. Hang on. Correct things. Settings.
Yeah, in the game, not on OBS.
Yeah. I was thinking. There we go. How's that? Testing. Just checking it's all good. Now, let's get back to figuring out my lovely faction plan. Oh, by the way, is sound all right now? I'm just wanting to check.
I'd tweak the game volume down just a little.
Just a little bit more?
Little bit more, yeah.
Okie dokie. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, the sound's pretty good with Stellaris, so I'm always...
This makes it so much easier. Trying to do this completely on your own is nightmarishly hard.
Now, let's have a look. So just figuring out as to the actual faction creation at the moment. I've obviously got quite a few I've already built, but I wanted to try and show off all the, I was going to say the psychic stuff and also the volcanic stuff at the same time. And it's a bit tricky figuring out the best approach. Now, I do feel very tempted to play as my favourite Knight of the Toxic God because they've had big changes. They're just not as good as they used to be, which is probably a good thing. But I do love all these different origins. Now, unfortunately, a lot of origins lock you into things which aren't psychic or aren't what's it called? Flamey boys. That's my pre-done ones. I do like these guys, and I think I'm gonna show these ones off. Now, this is meant to be a difficult starting origin, and in my madness, we are going to make the galaxy huge, because sometimes you just want to watch the galaxy burn. Now,
So is your endgame crisis going to be the lag?
The endgame crisis is the lag. However, I'm relying on it killing everyone quickly by having it... I've already brought the mid-game as early as possible, and then I've set the endgame about 100 years after that. So...
Yes. So dead.
That's probably going to end up badly, but... Probably. Now... I've got the difficulty on the highest, and we'll turn on Iron Man just because I want everyone to realise I'm not doing this with any commands or anything. because I'm not doing advanced AI starts because it's on the highest difficulty already. But I think I will load this in and then probably start recording.
Well, I will leave you to it then, man.
Alrighty.
Give us a poke on Discord if you need anything, but you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Press start record when you actually start properly, and yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Have fun. Cheers,
Thank
man.
you. Ciao. Alright, and I promised everyone I wasn't talking to myself. Right. Oh, it's a difficult start, but let us get recording started. Hello everyone, welcome to Team Jet Presents Stellaris, just with me, Tom, as your host through this I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, watching the galaxy burn, as I am playing as one of the, well, I say one of the new, from the latest last expansion, volcanic species, which with one of the origins then from the previous one, which is the Psionic Wardens background, which is basically you're massively against the psychic people. So let's see what happens. By the way, just on rules for this match, I have set it to the hardest difficulty and I have brought the mid-game prices to as early as possible and set the end game to 100 years after that. So it's really see how long we survive, which I'm not expecting much. But let's pop on down, get the technologies queued. Now, faction-wise, once I have set my guys to, well, maxing out my science exploration as quickly as possible. But faction-wise, I've made my guys planet forgers, so they turn all worlds into volcanic worlds, and they get lots of nice bonuses from that. And necromancers, because who doesn't love a necromantic army of, well, flaming zombies? Yeah, flaming zombies. But let us get into this as we just go out and have a look at our starting position, which doesn't look the best. I was kind of hoping for it. So this origin always starts on the edge of a galaxy, no matter what map setting you're on. So you can sometimes end up with just a single node to your home, which would have made things a lot easier. Now I am playing as a what's it called? An Imperial style, so I've got an air, which I prefer just because you have to change your council left off as often as little, well, as little as possible. But let's get to it. As now we start discovering these new people, which could be worrying. However, I need to just change my first contact protocol to being proactive, because I want people to like me as much as possible before I go to war with them. Oh, hey, Nose, good to see you. As we have promised a Stellaris playthrough for a while, and I have been persuaded gently into getting on with it. But let's get exploring this brave new world. No, brave new galaxy. Now, so this origin. Now I've played this origin before, so I know what's going to happen. But I'm not going to say that yet, because obviously, if you haven't played this origin before, there's some interesting things which happen. Let's leave it at that. So with the volcanic worlds, they have a really... The volcanic species changes from all the other species in that they use alloys to grow and as their food, which makes them quite interesting in that you kind of just focus really hard on alloys and energy, which kind of allows you to build up your fleets quite quickly if you stick with the the metal fleets. Now, first edition, as I'm playing this on a really hard, that's the highest level difficulty with early game crisis, I need to go unyielding as soon as possible, because this just gives so many different benefits if you're playing defensively.
Council agenda available
Quickly, because I am going to need those star bases. But yeah, let's see how. Ooh, I've got
council
this
agenda
starting position. I feel could be interesting. I don't know how it's going to pan out for me, but I need to explore quickly to find out where I can defend. And that's not good. Discovering someone else already. I really hope it's a minor faction and not an actual another civilization, because that means I won't be able to expand far at all before I have to start building up. Now, luckily, I can build my Thermotechnic forums, which are really, really good because they give your basic workers additional outputs. Now, they don't actually produce anything themselves, but if you're focusing on production over technology and stuff, and there's, okay, I can't expand any distance that direction. That is going to be a pain. But it will be manageable, because as long as I can take that Alpine world before they do, then that will give me a fantastic bastion. Now defense, because this is going to be a tough one, I need to go all in on defense. Come on, build. Build. Okay, so that would have been, if there wasn't a civilization there, this would have been an amazing start, because all those bits there would have been within my safety sphere. But yeah. But yes, this is on the shorts format, as I am also recording in the full format for when we release it, because Stellaris, it's never a short game. It is going to be quite long. It's the optimistic assessment. Now let's break the sprawling slums to get more crops and more people discovery. Ooh. I hadn't assigned an envoy. That is really frustrating. But it is me. Now,
situation log updated.
this world has 0% habitability. However, I am ever so tempted to start colonizing it, because as my origin, once I've colonized the planet and I've cleared all the blockers, I can then start terraforming it into a volcanic world, which is really good for me.
Research shining a light into darkness.
So I am doing quite a tall playthrough, just because it is easier to keep yourself alive that way. because there's no way I would be keeping myself alive if I wasn't building tall. Right. Let's
Situation log updated.
get on with this. So they're still discovering.
Blocker reduced.
Frustratingly, I'm not going to be exploring that direction at all. But I can still send my ship that way to try and figure out his business.
An anomaly
Now,
sparks our
playing tall in Stellaris has had some big improvements over the years. I mean, if I was a robotic species, you'd probably see me playing as the virtual ascension.
Situation log
Ooh.
updated.
Okay, so for those who play Stellaris, you will know what the L gate is. For those who don't, it's
research
essentially a
completed. The
mid-late game
spark is
portal
now
to
aflame.
another
System
mini galaxy,
survey report
and it's
delivered.
quite satisfying when you get it. That's the best way of describing it, really. Ooh. Now I can start discovering other people. Now I am militaristic, but hopefully that won't be my downfall.
Situation log updated.
Oh, I've got more situations. It's not
System
necessarily good.
survey report.
And let us start building up my defences here, because I don't trust anyone. Yes, unfortunately so. Let's get this. Oh, hey, where to? Because I can't pronounce that last bit. Yeah, we are just playing Stellaris at the moment, and feel free to ask any questions. I am keeping I am trying to keep an eye on the chat, so I should be able to respond to them. The key word there is should. Oh, so many nice pops. So
Situation log updated.
I am playing on the largest map right now, because when the end game crises appear, you then just everything just disappears in fire. So that should be quite a fun thing to watch if my computer can handle the processing power, which it probably can't, but we'll see when we get there. Now, I am just speeding, well, I say speeding through. I'm not reading out all the things, because if you read out all the things in Stellaris, my god, there are a lot of pop-ups. And I want to keep my voice for another year. And it's just, it's a fun track, because I do like to micromanage all the bits.
Construction complete.
Because if you didn't, I mean, don't get me wrong, the computer AI does make pretty reasonable choices. It's just though at the same time, if you're trying to do it properly,
complete.
it feels painful when they
Special
don't do it.
project complete.
And yeah, it can be quite upsetting. No, I need to research that.
Special project
Frustratingly.
complete.
Now, let's see. Defenses. Luckily, I can essentially build a starbase in every single settlement region I own. But I don't need to at the moment.
Technology perfected.
And I need robots. Must have robots. Because they are very, very useful. Now, as this starting origin, you get no guaranteed habitable world, which can feel quite painful. But you know, there are benefits to this origin, even if it is incredibly hurtful. The initial start.
New research.
Let's see. Get my text going.
An alien
And
announces itself. Fire.
there's no fleets from those guys, which would have been very nice as an additional early game. Now my science ships are doing a pretty good job, I like to believe.
Construction complete.
Let's carry on sending my envoys out. Let's get this fortified, because I am going to need it. And then that is actually as far
Situation log updated.
as my people are actually going to expand their borders, because it's a case of there's not really anywhere else to expand to without, well, getting yourself in real trouble. Yeah, so I discovered those guys, and let's change my current diplomacy stance to cooperative, because there is no way that I am going to expand, unfortunately. And let's get eye for talent. Let's make my leaders level up quickly, I hope.
Special project complete.
Yeah, so we are on quite a... no, this isn't going to be a peace playthrough. This is more of a survival playthrough. So I have got the mid-game crisis set to happen as soon as possible, and then the end-game crisis set to 100 years after that, with also the difficulty level set to the highest. So it's really just a case of see how long we can keep going. But it is taking a lot of defensive stances, that is true. Well, I say peaceful stances, but I've actually got... I need to... Well, my faction needs to make people like them initially, just so they can hold on and do their mission of eradicating all psychics from the galaxy. But we kind of rely on space whales to do that for us, I would like to say, because everybody loves space whales. Now, and the best thing about this background, well, I say background, we're going reanimated, so I can reanimate space whales, so they can do even more work for the greater good. Right. And now I built the Grand Ward, which is
Situation log
exactly what I
updated.
need. And I now have robots. Hooray for robots. Now, let's go ahead and build a robot assembly. And pick my next tradition. Now, there's no need for me to go expansion because I can't really expand. So probably the best one for me to go right now is actually prosperity.
Council agenda available.
Just making those jobs of mine more efficient.
Construction complete.
It helps quite a bit, you know.
New technology.
More resources from a limited variable. And now this is what I need to get. Be able to build the shroud seal. And through this, let's just take my text coming.
System survey report delivered.
Let's get this built up a little bit. And then I need to start building up my fleet. So, luckily as the necromancer
Construction
origin,
complete.
my zombies really help my fleet capacity, which you wouldn't really think of zombies helping with fleet capacities, but I mean, if it works, I'm not going to complain.
An alien empire
Council agenda ready.
announces itself. Fire
Let's
and
discovering these peoples and get a new council position. So I am going to go with Master Necromancer. Yeah. So my people can, well, discover the secret. Ooh. Guards the secret arsenal Dane's new necromancers. That's pretty groovy, actually.
Blocker reduced.
Oh no! I lost my Master Necromancer. He didn't last long. Well, let's get a new one. I think we might need to get revenge for Master. Let's get another side ship. Yeah, a lot of people violence at first contact. It's not very nice of them, is it? Let's get on some more discovery.
New research shining a light into darkness.
I mean, needing global energy management. I need to get my geothermal power plants up and running fully.
Blocker reduced to ashes.
And yeah, let's
Special project
hope my robots get building quick.
construction complete.
As my guys are, well, I say just chilling. It's taking a while for me to build up my fleet, but you know, it's one of those things. It just takes its time. Let's get these anomalies discovered. I don't like leaving them lying around. Right. Come on, technology. Yeah, so one thing I find is being able to rush, well, I say rush. Aim for specific text really helps the early game expansion like this. Assembly patterns, being able to automate buildings to a certain percentage really helps.
New technology perfected.
Right. I have very hostile people on all my sides. This is going to be a very interesting, well, start, really.
Life thriving in the cold void.
I need more alloys. Damn it.
Situation log updated.
Thought I'd actually be completely fine with alloys, but no. My people really need them. Okay, let's go for more discovery. Let's get discovery as well. As we...
Situation log updated.
Oh, well, even though these guys are xenophobes, they weirdly like me? Is it because I'm militaristic? Must be. Politician, I love that trait for my councillors. Makes things go really well, actually.
Complete.
Not like, well. Mass extinction. Let's get this. There we go. Got my shadow seals researched.
Into darkness.
Let's get my volcanic forge building. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to build a shroud seal, which will hopefully really help my current state of affairs. Once again, requires alloys, which right now isn't looking too healthy. Yeah, because I'm rushing towards, well, trying to get that automated building so I can just build up my homeworld to the max size right away. Get it looking healthy. Wow, I do like that colour of the high plains.
Enemies in hot pursuit.
Blazing Devourers. That sounds terrifying.
Construction.
Hang on. Oh, Blazing Devastators. Oof. Even more terrifying. Ah, Scorched Worlds Heralds and Beastmasters. That is really quite funny. Why do they like me? I don't understand this. I thought these people generally don't like other civilizations. Right, let's see how far I'm off from building. So I need some Zro. And let's just purchase it, because I don't want to wait. So for Shroud Seal, I'm placing as far away from their border as possible. Sensibly. So my space station is in the way if they try and attack it. Not that I know that they're going to attack or anything. And even better, I've now got the tech so I can upgrade my energy generation. So all we're waiting on now is the automation, and I am getting tempted to automate my research now, just because I've lined up the initial key techs. But it's sometimes better to
Research completed. The spark.
Especially when I'm going to need frigates. And now I have my automation buildings, which you will soon realize why I think they're fantastic. Because I do think they're fantastic, to be honest. I mean, yes, they have a high upkeep, but it means you don't need to worry about the growth speed of your pops all the time. Which does really help.
In the cold void.
Especially when it comes to like the...
Impressive.
Well, especially with having the crises happening early. Oh god, pops become really, really tricky to actually have with early game crises, because just the growth speed isn't there. No matter what faction you play as.
Situation log updated.
Oh, those guys just declared me as a rival. Unexpected.
Council agenda ready.
And let's go for... Oh, here we go. Favoured society, because I only have one place. That should be... Now, do I colonise a place which has 0% habitability? Now, I believe that just doubles cost of all my things. I don't think it's an exponential increase. And you'd look great, but you're actually kind of rubbish. So,
construction complete.
ooh. That's when the debris is Master Salvager is somewhat tempting. You know what? He's earned a place in my heart. It's just... do I give him a position on my council? Which is very tempting. I'm sorry, you're going to become my Master Necromancer. I think that's quite kind of me, really. And he doesn't take up a slot, which is a very nice discovery.
Complete.
Well, that's actually surprisingly useful. Getting an extra. Now let us get some more discovery going.
System survey report delivered.
As we upgrade all our border forts. Now, luckily, my neighbours aren't being aggressive towards me
Research
at the moment.
completed. The spark
But
is
I don't know
now
how long that
aflame.
will last.
Research completed.
So
The
let's just make the most of
spark
it.
is now aflame.
And pop growth speed is always useful. Now, I'm actually thinking of making a second fleet just of frigates. So frigates had the real big advantage of just devastating space stations. And my opponents, well, they've put a big old space station on their border. These guys. So hopefully my guys should be able to punch, if I get enough of them, be able to punch through pretty quickly.
Thriving in the cold void. Improbable.
Now,
Impressive.
do I give in to temptation and get rid of my archives? The reason why I say that is because I'm thinking of building a military outpost there instead, which, being necromancers, they do still produce science, but they don't produce physics. So it's sort of a question of whether you want physics or not in your empire, which it could be a very debated question. Right, I've still got an envoy available.
Construction
Let's-
complete.
Oh, he's already improving there. Let's have you. I was going to make him more people. Well, try and make more people like
Survey
him.
report delivered.
Unexpected transmission. So, listeners of the Sleeper. Ooh. So, they don't like my technology. Yeah, let's start the Psionic War. And that is why I cheekily built a space station there. Even though it wasn't needed, it is needed now.
Hostile ships flaring on sensors.
Especially when they've got a tactical response. There we go. Go on, send your fleet up against my... Boo, cowards. Cowards! Okay, so they get massive boosts from the psychic aura, and my civilization can suppress the psychic aura, which for me, you know, obviously means that I'm going to be trying to suppress it as much as possible. Now you can just stay where you are because you're not needed for anything at the moment. And let's build a bit more. And I think I'm going to try and colonize this zero habitability world. Let's just see how much of a cost it makes. Because as soon as I can clear this one blocker,
Technology perfected.
then I'll be able to actually turn that world into a volcanic world, which that's particularly good for me. More people.
Empire announces its
I'm going to just persuade these people to like me since I'm on my
new
border.
technology perfected.
And Do I want destroyers? Yes, I do want destroyers. Don't even know why I was asking that question. And improve shields. Shields are very useful. Especially since they auto. Well, ooh, goody! Let's go down to... So in they go. This is my space station, so you better hold. I have put so many resources into your space station. Yeah, it's holding. I think. I hope. Let's just send my fleet in. It's smaller, but it should have enough of a distraction impact to make sure that does win. There we go. Look at all that shiny glory. I do like the fact that you can see the shields being hit and sort of reflective. It's just shiny. So shiny. And that is why you build space stations. And this guy, because he's a specialist debris expert, let's see if he can gather anything. As we go back up to normal speed. Now, have we
Our
got...
fleet is prepared to bring the
Here we
heat.
go, let's...
The spark of civilization has reached a new world.
No, has it popped up? No. So I really need to get the blocker cleared. Okay, so it essentially doubles the cost of everything. That's kind of what I expected. Not as bad as I was kind of worrying about. I was kind of thinking if a planet with zero habitability, it just sends you off to the ends. Right, let's unpause and let's produce more alloys.
System survey report delivered.
Ooh, let's get an advisor there. Vessel seized.
Expected.
Ooh, I got a salvaged fleet. One of these ships. That's actually surprisingly useful. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm actually very pleased with that. So, improving relations. Improve relations. There we go. Now, I could just turn these archives into more production to try. I think I might actually have to do that initially.
New research shining a light into darkness.
However, let's turn these into archives first. As we then also get Mastery of Nature. Yeah. Gives me a use for all my influence, which I haven't been able to spend. Now, basic combat roles, and there we go, that's what I'm wanting. Climate. And I'm just going to automate technologies now, because I would say I have reached everything of initial importance, because I've got destroyers, I've got shield technology, and I'm just researching with combat roles, which does make my ships instantly sort of that bit more useful. I separate the frigates. And let's up the mechanical assembly speed because they are not going to be needed. Actually, one. And let's build up more. More frigates. Yeah, we're always saying about the cruelty of these aliens, but I suppose they haven't met me. Well, they have met me. So there's a war. Currently, I'm at 100% war. But luckily, I seem to be doing fairly well with it. Now, let's see if this plan to boost my industry even more is going to completely cripple my research or not.
To bring the heat.
I suppose there's going to only be one way to find out. Yeah, luckily,
Research completed.
alloys
The
and such
spark is
increased
now
nicely.
aflame.
And my tech's not crippled too bad.
The flame of civilization
Let's
is
get our
ignited.
robotic workers going. Before I get the technology unlocked. Me, that's nice. So even though this frigate fleet is a lot smaller than the space station, the space torpedoes deal increased damage based on the size of the enemy station, which works out in my favor really, really well for space stations. That is. Which it is quite a nice little caveat.
Our fleet is prepared to bring the heat.
And then have my... Oh, no worries, nose.
Research
Painting going well?
completed. The spark is now aflame.
Ooh, let's get a Grand Archive.
Research completed. The spark is now aflame.
Yes, I said I'm going to ignore technologies. I'm going to ignore technologies. Stop myself from looking at it.
Void. Probable.
It is a bit too tempting sometimes. Except I need to remember to clear that blocker. So I can start turning it into a volcanic world. And here is the first mid-game crisis. The Void Worm Plague. Oh joy. A breeding frenzy on the galactic scale is upon us. Oh joy. So the Void Worms are, well, space worms, which what they do is they increase their numbers by bombarding planets with their babies. That's basically it. And then their babies grow on these planets before going back out into space and doing the same themselves.
Perfected. Blocker
Which
reduced to ashes.
is somewhat terrifying, really, to be honest. I mean, whoever came up with
Our fleet
the
is
space worm for
prepared to bring the heat.
the studio was, well, I'm probably going to say probably not my favorite person because it's quite terrifying. Now I've got another tradition to go for. So adaptability is okay, tempting. Aptitude I don't particularly like, but what I really need to go with, I think already, is supremacy. Increases
Council
armies and
agenda available.
what's it called, fleet capacities and everything. It's just a bit too useful. Let's go to an army hub and let's build some zombies and normal guys as well, because it doesn't need to be just zombies leading the charge. even though zombies are beautiful. Let's just purchase some extra alloys so these guys can go straight on the offensive. And then my plan is
Our fleet is prepared to bring the
I'm going to
heat.
move my fleet of corvettes into escort formation for my frigates. And as there's no fleet in the system, let us charge in. Because charging headfirst has always worked out well. I'd say it's always worked out well. Yes. Important thing, I can now build the volcanic forge because there's no blockers on this planet, which monthly progress increases based on how many these guys. So let's get that going. And can my fleets get to this? They're about to approach the system. How have I got mob rule when I've bloody hard difficulties? So I'm producing plenty of actually, and the basic resources do end up being really important to keep high.
Enemy station.
Oh, and aggressive. I want that extra weapons damage and ship fire rate for my torpedoes.
Research completed.
And that
The spark
is the advantage
is
of torpedo
now
boats.
aflame.
I don't know if you all paid attention, saw how quickly that space station went down, but it was pretty beautiful. Let's build a shroud seal here, because I'm going to need it to be able to. Okay, so this is where my fleets are possibly not going to do very well.
Lighting up hostile fleet.
Come on, fleets. You can do it. I've poured money into your technology and everything. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, they did it. Okay, so now with them having done it, so to speak, I basically need to wait until the shroud seal here is built, because if I try and take these ones, I get ridiculously high penalties to any of my ships which enter these systems, because the shroud seal can only suppress the what's it called, the psionic aura in its own system and adjacent ones. So it becomes very important to deal with it where you can.
Light into darkness.
Well, let's just change our research to iron thrusters. Everyone loves iron thrusters. Now, let us go through with this.
System survey
Full
report
influence,
delivered.
which I'm getting quite a lot of influence from power projection. Oh, I did not expect that. Let's read. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, okay, so by having a large navy relative to empire size, that's pretty, I didn't know that, to be honest. Now let's go to this starbase. Okay, that one should be able to hold its own pretty well. So I've changed my mind on this science guy because just his whole discovering, well, getting ships from defeated enemies works really, really well with, well, just this faction, because you're forced into this war. There's not really much choice out of it. Not that I'm complaining. I chose it, you know. It just makes being able to replenish your fleets from your opponent's defeated fleets is pretty useful. Let's promote this faction. I want the science faction. I always like the science faction. Alright, checking building. Let's get. Do I replace this with something to make my people happy? Yeah, let's try.
Council agenda available.
Keyword there is try. But you know, keep trying until you succeed. Heard of worse things. Oh, I was on the slow. There we go. Back up to fastest speed.
System survey
Let's see how this
report
goes.
delivered.
Let's just get that planet building up. Come on, only 33% done.
Lines are running hot.
I really want this guy to build up quicker. Let's build this fleet up a bit more. I can manage it with my fleet capacity. Yeah, let's do that. Gotta build fleet, gotta make it big, and then send them off to war, because that's all I'm good for.
System survey
Ah,
report
that's what I was looking for, automating
Council
building.
agenda ready.
research shining a light into
Let's get evolving
darkness.
society, because I want my people to... That's frustrating. I thought I'm going to have to build precincts again. Or maybe just get rid of my robots for police. Boo!
Construction.
That's what my people are going to be saying. Me changing robots for police. I could do a Robocop actually.
System
That'd be a
survey report
good compromise.
delivered.
Unfortunately, he does not exist in this universe. But what is one to do? Well,
Communication
that's
lines are running hot.
non-aggression pact, why not? 60%. Yeah, these shroud seals very useful, but they do take a while to build.
System survey report delivered.
Let us up my science a little bit. Why not? Whilst I still can. Building a medical centre there.
New research shining a light into darkness.
Now, researching cold fusion. Very, very nice. Science ships are doing their duties. I think I probably better build up my defences a bit now that I've got spare resources, because all I'm doing right now is just waiting for the void.
Research
What's it called?
completed.
The shroud seal
The
to be built.
spark is now aflame.
Ooh, there we go. Ship fire rate. A very nice addition. And I really like target uplink computer because increasing the range of all your, well, with your space station being in the center of any... oh, they're ahead of me in tech. Yes, it is useful. Yeah. Let's have a look at the economy of this planet. Okay.
System survey report
That's
delivered.
doing pretty well, I'd say.
New
I would like to say,
technology
that is.
perfected.
Ooh, yes. Let's upgrade these with the new reactors. I feel that's very important. Giving your fleet the most powerful reactors possible. And it looks like... there we go, Shroud Seal built. So let us go destroy these, well, conquer the rest of these systems. And I do have an army of zombies and their managers. And I just got refugees. Which...
Our fleet is prepared to bring the heat.
oh, I'm out of food. Well, you guys can... sorry, you're undesirable. Mean, but I mean, I'm not producing food in this empire. It's a no-go for me. So I'm not. I want to say I'm not the Tau. I mean, the origin I picked of where does it show it? The Mind Wardens. I would say that the Mind Wardens are actually probably the closest to the Grey Knights. But because of how they fight the warp.
Survey report
But then I've made them live on a lava planet, which
delivered.
probably isn't, and they also used
Enemies in hot
their
pursuit.
dead allies. Well, actually, oh no, I suppose using dead allies, it's very similar to when the Space Marines put their men in the... oh, what are the giant robots called? This is gonna bug me. There's the unit in 40k. The Dreadnought. Is it the Dreadnoughts? I think it's the Dreadnoughts. Where they put the dead Space Marines inside it. Which, you know, it's pretty brutal. Right. Now let us go. They are really trying to
Thriving in the cold void. Improbable.
take that place.
Impressive.
Ooh, increasing the target disk capacity is a very...
Station under enemy fire. Lighting up hostile.
Right. All this war. And they say, what is it good for? No, don't attack the fleet. Attack the space station. You're my bombing fleet. That's all you're good for. Yay! Oh, okay. That's good. Destroyed their... what's it called? Their shipyard. Which is very important for me to get rid of as quickly as possible. I'm just sending them a pure bombing run. I should be able to handle their fleets completely now.
Construction
It's a bit of a
complete.
rubbish system. But I need to take it to wipe them out.
Firing at enemy station.
Oh, it's almost terraformed into a volcanic world. Happy days. That should boost things nicely. And they're gonna go.
Lighting up
Vegan.
hostile fleet.
God, I've set you to go on aggressive. Yeah, let's invade.
Construction complete. Lighting up
Oh,
hostile fleet.
gotta love the fire runs on dead zombies.
Report delivered.
I think I might have overdone it a little bit in building up the army, but can you ever really build up the army too much? Alright, and let's send you to the last place. So this world I just conquered. Let us get it built up to how I want it, that is. Which is not with any of these guys left. Because I don't think they like me very much. And also they require food. So they're desirable. Probably not the right decision in the long run, but it just becomes that more frustrating to manage. When you're having to deal with all the extra additional resource inputs. Mixed industry and
Construction complete.
planetary defenses. Let's get my necromancers
Enemy planet.
doing what they do best. Ooh, need to see the invasion. Invasion force. Oh, they haven't even got a big army. Oh well. Woe is them. Ooh.
Another planet.
Marked our final victory against the Dot. We have issued an immediate crackdown on all psionic practices of these worlds, completely neutralizing the abominable psionic aura. Sanctum of the Dreamer.
Situation log updated.
I need to research this. I mean, I need the Zero resource, which, yeah, it's quite useful. Let's get plank defenses, energy, and mineral, and go from there. Right, well, I've won my first war, which is
Lines are running hot.
surprisingly satisfying. And let's see how long I can survive the void worms.
Running hot.
And I think a defensive pact is very useful. Whilst I can. Right. Excellent. On the habitable worlds. Now terraforming is almost complete. Nice, 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 nice. Ah, let's back up to full speed. Here we go. My people like this planet now. Well, they should like it now. As we automate it. And let's build some party places. Hollow theatres. Gotta love the party places. Repairs to complete the fleet. Oh, let's just get my science ships automated as we build more shroud seals, because I have a hunch that they might come in useful. We'll soon find out.
Thrives in the cold void. Improbable.
Now,
Impressive.
let's see. So, having defeated these guys, I'm now researching a funky project, which I'm pretty proud of. The void worms, I have a moment I'm doing nothing, but I'm ever so tempted to start trying to search for a cure. I mean, supporting the fleets does give additional alloys, but I don't particularly need the additional alloys right now. I've got a decent production of them.
Research completed. The spark is now aflame.
As we check on our provinces. Right. One thing I am changing now is I'm bringing this to planetary defense. Got to have a planetary
Council
defense
agenda
district
ready.
with the all the end game stuff, just because your best defenses actually usually end up being your actual planetary armies rather than any space stations or anything you've got, because they just become really hard to move for them, which is what you want. So I mean, you know,
Construction complete.
quite a win really. As we
Hostile
need to build an automated
ships
thing.
flaring on sensors.
Void worms incoming somewhere. Oh, it's 6.9. Let's hope those Plays space stations can hold a bit.
System survey report
Anyway.
delivered.
They've got. Let's change this to solar panel networks. I need the additional energy. And then these ones, they don't actually need to be defensive at all anymore. Just because they're not actually, because I own all those systems, they're not actually defending anything. It's just purely my own stuff.
Locker reduced to
Let's
ashes.
just change that to another shipyard.
Communication lines are running hot.
Right. So let us demolish that. Place that with a automation building.
New technology perfected. Communication lines are
People
running
want
hot.
to give me stuff, so having lots of necromancers is actually quite good for me. They do have a lot of research and
Hostile ships
Unity.
flaring on sensors.
Okay. Oh, jeez. 47k power fleet of void worms. Oh, that's slightly terrifying. Now,
Construction complete.
I'm actually going to take back control of the technologies, because there's one technology which really helped me right now, which is the one which allows me to capture basically space whales and stuff. And then when they're captured, for obvious reasons, then you don't actually have to fight them, which could be argued is a very useful situation for me. Let's get mixed industry. Here we go. Living metal lakes. Ooh. As we try and get our robot pops going. Where's my robot? There we go. Archives. Yeah, it's just a nice case of easy expansion right now.
Impressive construction complete.
Making sure my people are happy. Ooh.
New technology perfected.
Invest. Ooh. I think additional unity. I'm not building trade really at the moment. Okay, so technologies. Let's get more edict funds. Let's get basic strikecraft. Basic strikecraft are probably one of my, well, strikecraft are just really useful. Engineer, hull regen, always good having on it. Admiral. Come on. 3 months left on the Sanctum of the Dreamer. Ooh. A robot's admiral or empire size reduction. Empire size reduction. I can get good admirals any day, but empire size is just
Construction complete.
well, the lower you can keep that, the better it is. Power within. Oh, this looks juicy. So, what are you? What is this wheel? Who are you? What are these songs? What do you want? Want to hear singing? Everything is so quiet. I can show you my dreams for making a world. And how do we know we can trust you? You need only listen. The song is true because it is beautiful, a beautiful truth. Your minds are closed, they can be opening. I think we've heard enough. Destroy it. Ooh, or no, I am going to find a way to make use of this thing. Yeah, let's do it.
Ships flaring on sensors.
Right, let's see what happens now.
Starbase under assault.
So, let's see. We get... do we have a relic? So we have a
Research
relic.
completed. The spark is now aflame.
Ah, needs road to unlock. Let's go ahead and purchase some more so we can see what it does. It's very nice, increasing passive. The effective range of the shroud seals, very useful. Oh. They've dreamt for me? Okay, so I get 3 shrouded worlds within our borders. Okay.
Enemies in hot pursuit.
There must be a reason behind that. So, let's see. Now, there must be something else when it's said about that. Okay, so now it's changed. Now the active effect is I get a dreamscaping. That makes sense. So I can now transform shrouded worlds into Gaia worlds, which, having this small start, isn't actually a bad thing now for me. So let's carry on and see what happens. As we up production there. Oh, what happened? I lost a scientist. No, I lost scientists. No idea what happened to them. Oh, jeez. It might have been those void worms. Oh, I can use it straight away. Oh wow. Except I need the stuff to use it straight away. I can't afford it straight away. Boo.
Hostile ships flaring on
I mean, I don't know why all
sensors.
those ships were there on my borders, but I am very glad those ships were on my borders. Now, good thing is frigates are actually really good against voidworms because voidworms are huge,
New
and frigates are only
technology
babies,
perfected.
and they're good against hitting big things. Let's build a storm relief center. And those ships are still there. Yay! Look at all those babies. Go on, you can do it. Yeah. I honestly have no idea what that expeditionary fleet is doing there, but I love it so much right now.
Construction complete.
Now let's get monthly unity. Yeah, monthly unity.
New research shining a
Edicts.
light into
And xenobiological
darkness.
lab. And am I close to be able to afford it? Nope. I am not close to be able to afford it. One day. One day. So parish fences. Let's get that all changed. And right. Let's see what the... Okay, border guards very useful, unfortunately, with the whole trying to stay alive.
New technology perfected.
Storm relief centers researched, which I kind of want to go straight down to getting the storm nullifier and stuff, because I did also up the number of storms that we're going to be experiencing, because I mean the space storms are pretty cool. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. I can now build a Mind Warden Enclave, which I'm quite excited to see how that
Situation log
works out.
updated.
Let's size 30. So if I make this fleet a bit smaller, so I need to get rid of 7. And let's give you a new commander, just a random one. And let's see. Ooh.
Situation
Okay, I'm not going to be able to
updated.
afford it for a little while, but it's founding patron. Help you yeah, let's do that. Increase capacity. Yeah, I mean that's fantastic. I can increase the capacity of them. Because if I can get like a defensive mercenary fleet in almost every sec, that will be pretty juicy. But I think that's probably where we're going to end it tonight now, with having the new, well, the new mercenary enclave in my system, and having unlocked the ability to turn Shroud Worlds into Gaia Worlds. But thank you all for watching, and we will have this up on recording, but I wish you all a good night and everything, all that. So ciao for now.